Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
Wow, he was trying to sabotage now.
No, I'm
You didn't
not.
tell her. You didn't tell her she was supposed to be here.
Yes, I did.
Anyway, Donkey of the
She
Day.
knows.
Donkey of the Day for Friday, April 14th is more of a PSA than anything. I feel like I just have to bring some public awareness to this latest scam that is happening. And it's going to be the first of many because humans have mutually assured our own destruction by opening the doors for artificial intelligence. I know, technology. You know, Charlamagne, you're old. You have to embrace innovation. Listen to me. Innovation is great. Okay, anything that can make our lives easier and better, I'm all for it. But artificial intelligence is not going to make our lives easier or better. It's going to make our lives harder and more difficult because one of the hardest and most difficult things for people to do over the last decade or so is determine what's real and what's not. And AI isn't going to blur the lines between reality and fantasy. It's going to erase those lines, period. Case in point, the story I'm about to tell y'all of Arizona mom, Jennifer DeStefano. Jennifer DeStefano was at home minding her business and she got a phone call. Would you like to know what the phone call was about? Let's go to CBS 5 for the report, please.
Don't have the money, both you and your daughter are dead.
Warning of close encounters with scammers who used artificial intelligence to clone her daughter's voice.
Yeah, this is crazy. They actually made her believe they had kidnapped her 15-year-old, and then they demanded a ransom. So as On Your Side Susan Campbell found out, this is crazy. It doesn't take much of a voice sample to pull this scam off.
The phone number was unfamiliar. Jennifer DeStefano almost let it go to voicemail. But her 15-year-old was out of town skiing. Maybe there had been an accident.
I pick up the phone and I hear my daughter's voice and it says, Mom, and she's sobbing. And then I hear a man's voice say, put your head back, lie down. And this man gets on the phone and he's like, listen here, I've got your daughter. This is how it's gonna go down. You call the police, you call anybody. I'm gonna pop her stomach so full of drugs, I'm gonna have my way with her and I'll drop her off in Mexico. And at that moment, I just start shaking. I'm like, what? And in the background, she's going, help me, Mom, please, help me, and bawling. I never doubted for 1 second it was her.
The person who had supposedly kidnapped Jennifer's daughter demanded money. He started at $1 million.
I was like, that I don't have $1 million. I'm like, fine, whatever, just want my daughter. Then he wants $50,000.
Humans. Dear humans, how are we okay with this, okay? How is anybody okay with this? How come we are choosing to be obtuse to what is right around the corner? I don't like any of this AI stuff, okay? In fact, my spider senses go off around anybody I see pushing it because I'm like, that person might be an agent, all right? We live in a world right now where people can't even handle fake tweets, so how the hell will we handle AI? If you thought the misinformation campaigns in the 2016 and 2020 elections were nuts, imagine what 2024 is gonna look like. Folks used to take videos and audios and edit them out of context to manipulate people. Now I can do deep fake videos and have AI simulation that can completely mimic my voice, the inflection, the emotion, and we really want to unleash that evil on this already stupid ass American society, okay? Which then will impact the world. YouTube, social media, the news, y'all already running with a bunch of fake stories. Now what happens when these news outlets start receiving audio leaks of fake AI conversations between world leaders threatening nuclear war, fake AI conversations from celebrities saying wild things about different groups right before they have a movie or a TV show or book coming out. Fake AI conversations between co-workers. Now you running up on your co-workers because you heard they was talking spicy about you and it's just AI. Fake AI conversations between your significant other and one of your homies. You're going to think your mate is cheating on you with your best friend because of AI, and human emotions move at the speed of light. Nobody stops to think about what's real and what's not real. It's just all about what you feel. We don't filter facts, we filter feelings, and nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. But no, y'all need AI. Once again, I'm just raising public awareness because the article I read in the New York Post, a FBI agent said the only way to stop it is to raise public awareness. Now, if you're wondering how they are able to even get your voice in the first place, listen to this man whose name sounds like somebody on Mortal Kombat. I can't pronounce it. Sabero Kamabadi. He's a computer science professor at Arizona State University. He breaks it down.
You can no longer trust your ears.
Subaro Kamampati is a computer science professor at Arizona State who specializes in AI. He says voice cloning technology is rapidly improving.
Now there are ways in which you can do this with just 3 seconds of your voice. So with the 3 seconds, it can come extremely close to how exactly you sound.
And you don't even need any special equipment.
I chose a free program for a test, and I'm not actually talking.
It's a new toy, and I think There could be good uses, but certainly there can be pretty worrisome uses too.
We have all these conversations about secret societies and Illuminati. Let me tell you something. Somebody has been planning this for the last 30 years at least, probably longer, and they've been patient. Think about how many decades of data they have on all of us. Video, audio, from Black Planet to MySpace to Facebook to Twitter to Instagram to TikTok. They got us already, all right? There is no putting the toothpaste back into YouTube. Y'all always having conversations about celebrities being cloned when the reality is they have cloned all of us already. Okay. Now, by the way, the situation in Arizona with Jennifer it's not a one-time thing. It happened to a woman named Beth Royce last month, and it happened in December to a woman named Chelsea Gates. In both cases, a man called, threatened to kill a family member. In Beth's case, her sister. In Chelsea's case, her mom. And in the background, Beth and Chelsea could hear their relatives crying and begging for help. And the men demanded $1,000. And of course, Beth and Chelsea sent the money. Okay, I truly don't see how people can't see this coming. Now, FBI agent Dan Mayo has some tips on what we should be looking out for. We all should be making a note of this because this is about to be our new reality simply because humans can't help themselves. Listen.
You got to slow down and diffuse the situation.
The FBI's Dan Mayo says scammers who use voice cloning often find their prey on social media.
They're going to be looking for public profiles that have as much information as possible on you. And when they get a hold of that, they're going to dig into you.
The Federal Trade Commission says scammers will often ask their victims to wire money, send cryptocurrency, or pay the ransom with gift cards. Once the money is gone, it's almost impossible to get it back.
The phone number's coming from an area code that you're not familiar with. That should be one red flag. Second red flag, international numbers. Sometimes they will call from those as well. Third red flag, they will not allow you to get off the phone and talk to your significant other, right? That's a problem.
I'm going to end this how I started it. I don't like any of this AI stuff simply because I know you humans can't handle it. I didn't even get into how ChatGPT is going to make people less creative and how it's going to totally stop people from really flexing those brain muscles. Writers in Hollywood, y'all sure y'all want to go on a strike right now? Not to mention, if you let ChatGPT write a job proposal for you, what happens when you actually have to sit with someone and explain that proposal yourself? Not to mention the millions and millions of jobs that are going to be lost. Tech jobs, media jobs, legal industry jobs, paralegals, legal assistants. You're done. Teachers, finance jobs, personal financial advisors, financial analysts. It's a wrap for y'all, okay? My advice, build a wall around Silicon Valley before it's too late. The job in life you save might be your own. Please give all these people already manipulating AI to scam folks the biggest he are.
It's TikTok, not Tic-Tac.
I know what I was doing.
Let me just say this. Your execution on the donkey of the day is something to behold.
Is it a read?
It's amazing.
Am I reading?
No, I'm impressed.
I want it to be a read.
You want to be a
No,
read?
I want it to be a read.
No, it was a read. It's a read, but you're so good at it.
Well, thank you.
I was in awe of it. I was like, wow.
I appreciate that.
I mean, you were hitting and clip, bop, bop, da boop, doop. I was like, okay.
Thank you. Can't do it without the producer.
That is why Charlamagne is here.
Thank you. Appreciate
You did that.
Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Taylor, I hope you got that. Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.